the port city of Mobile, Alabama, here at Hancock-Whitney Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the 68th Ventures Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns, taking on a team from Conti, the Delaware Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Delaware's offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys.
There he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Cajuns offense has the ball for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Basically, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Howard. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Robertson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great.
And the Ragin Cajuns decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. Stopped at 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. The give to the tailback.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Patterson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Thing in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football. He was able to complete the throw.
The Blue Hens are on the move. Caught behind the line. It's Kelly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Just keeps slinging it. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
And the Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin' Cajun offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Howard. He's got his man across the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Pulls it in. It's Patterson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. The short hands, it's Kelly. The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, this offense, they started the drive with great field position. They're being methodical here. They're not hitting the home run necessarily and scoring these big explosive touchdowns, but they're getting 3rd down conversions. They're staying on the field. They do a nice job there running the football. They look like they're in control. That's a good sign.
And he dropped it. It looked for all that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking? I think that might have got in his head, and that might have been a reason why he dropped it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And Long doesn't need to take the check down. Hit as he throws.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The lone back's got it. There he goes. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Off play action on first down. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Howard. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Sampson. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Ragin' Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Jensen. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Rides the back on the option, the give. Touchdown, Ragin' Cajuns! Great job by the back on the option. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Kelly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his man open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle, it's Patterson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Give to the running back. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
To throw, it's Howard. Grab near the sticks, it's Robertson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
And the Ragin Cajuns are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Robertson. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Hand off to the lone back. Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Ragin Cajuns trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Trying play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Pollard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Finds his man. It's Wilson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Blue Hens trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, Delaware! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin' Cajun offense headed to the field. Got a little space. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Nice move there. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
And the Ragin' Cajuns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Powers through the defender. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Ragin' Cajuns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking for room, it's Perry. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And the Ragin' Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Howard. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
1st and goal and a great opportunity. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cajuns!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take a... He hurls one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Gets it out quickly. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And the Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Silver. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Patterson. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it there in Mobile, just another typical 68 Ventures Bowl. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the 68 Ventures Bowl.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Ragin Cajuns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They try to get it outside on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Ragin Cajuns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just when they're looking run, now up top. On target to the left. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half. 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
It's a draw. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Howard. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Ragin' Cajuns have it in scoring position on first and goal. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to...
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Ragin' Cajuns. Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up.
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You can tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They'll move the tight end. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. He's gonna come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Kick is in the air. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Louisiana has it back, and the Ragin' Cajun offense headed to the field. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To the air, it's Howard. Got a man Perry.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Ragin' Cajuns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Surging forward on the sneak.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's a decision there by the quarterback.
The Ragin' Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the single back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The play action fake. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. And the Ragin' Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
To the ground, he's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Sampson. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Ragin' Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st down. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse's showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Ragin' Cajuns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Going for 6. Touchdown, Louisiana! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Handoff to the single running back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to impose their will with the run. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Blue Hens can really attack on this 2nd and short. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Patterson. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Finds his big tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Patterson. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. To the air, it's Howard. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
The Ragin' Cajuns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the ground with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Jensen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Ragin' Cajuns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Slips through the line. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. grabbed in the backfield. It's Kelly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown, we need a two-point conversion, but you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent, plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Unloads quickly, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And this is a significant moment for this offense. Down 8, 1st and goal, needing a touchdown and a 2 to tie. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Caught in the backfield. It's Kelly. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Sends it back in motion. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll ride the hot hand. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. The Blue Hens can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Blue Hens will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Off the play fake. They get to him as he throws. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Looking down the middle. Finds his man. It's Williams. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
To the air on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive, Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
They just keep firing. Looking to the big tight end. This time he's got him. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. All tied up, under a minute to play. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver.
There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This for the lead and very likely the win. And the field goal unit is on the field. This almost certainly to win the game. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play.